Welcome to Geeky Sanjay. Today we will dive into an important topic, GitHub. It's essential for every developer to understand this, whether you are using them now or will in the future. So grab your coffee or tea, take a deep breath, relax, and let's get started. This video might be bit lengthy because I'll be covering everything from the basics to advanced concept. Let's begin. So today we'll start GitHub. What is GitHub? GitHub is a company which help us storing code in the cloud and provide workflow automation service. And this service allow you to automate all kinds of repository related process and actions. So this is a technical terms which discuss here. I will tell you in a very simple language. GitHub is nothing, it is a website which will manage our repository. Repository word may be a jargon for you for now, but after finishing before finishing this video, you will know with this all jargon words. So repository means nothing, that is a place where you kept your code. So GitHub is a website which will provide a facility to keep your code. There are two types services provided, free and paid. So you can create account freely and it will give you the sufficient features which you can do. Okay. So next we will see Git. What is Git? It is free version control system tool, and it is the tool which we can download and install in our machine. And with that Git tool we can manage source code changes of application or website. So simply, what is the Git? Git is a simple tool like normal software. Okay. So many developer confuse between Git and GitHub. Both are different thing. Like Git is a tool and GitHub is a website. Okay. There may be a different website like Amazon. Amazon also has some repository system where you can keep your things. Okay. And there is one more, GitLab is there which you can use, might use in the future in your company and project. So website can be a different where we will keep our data, but Git always be a same for all, because we will install the Git and there are some commands which we will use to create a branch, to push the code, merge branches, and this all activity we will do using the Git commands. So we will learn step by step. First word is commits. What is commits? It's save code snapshots which called commits. It's simple language. If you know, simple save button. Whenever you are doing any work, that time you save it. Okay. So same thing you call here in the Git commits, not GitHub. Git. Okay. Branches. Work with alternative code version we can create. What are the branches? Branches means there are several different codes. Okay. And we will give name, that name called a branches. Sometimes you are working on the main branch, sometimes you are working on the staging branch, sometimes you are working on the develop branch. So normally there are three type of branch which we everybody work. It may be changed based on the organization. First is the main branch, then second is the staging branch, and third is the develop branch. Main branch is that branch where we will keep our all main code, and there is a staging branch. In that staging branch, whenever we are uh, putting our code in the staging, we can deploy our staging to the development server. Okay. And there is a develop branch which we can use regularly to push our code. So whenever we are pushing our code and it is commit to the develop branch, whenever all is fine, demo is completed, then it will shift develop to staging branch. and staging to development server. And if all testing and everything is done, then it will push to the main production from the main branch. Okay. So what is the develop and what is the production? Develop means whenever you are working, that is called develop, and production means final product which is going live and everybody is using it. It's called a production. Okay. So these terms you will listen many time whenever you are in your company and in the project. So these are the very basics things, simple words, commits, branches, and there is a checkout. What is the checkout? You know, simply whenever we are doing, we have to do the checkout from the hotel. Same thing here. So checkout means you are switching your branches. Like if you are in the staging branch and if you want to switch in the new branch, then you can use this checkout keyword. With that, you can switch staging to develop branch. Okay. Next word is repository. Repository is bucket which holds code for application, packages, and websites. Same thing like repository, like a folder. Okay, where you are keeping your all the things. Okay, so this repository we will create on the GitHub website. Okay, or on our local host. Both the places we will create. So one is the local repository which you kept on your local, and one is the server repository, origin repository where you kept in the GitHub. So these both are different, both work different. So by default GitHub given you all the tools, it is set up all the things which you can just create and push your code. But in the local, whenever you have to create this repository, we have to run a command git init. But before running that command, we have to install the Git. So based on your system like Windows or Mac or Linux, you will get the Git, that is the tool which you can install like a normal software globally on your system. And whenever you are starting work on any project, that time first you run one command git init. What git init will do? Git init simply create a local repo on your folder. I will show you everything in some time. First we will see here there are two main areas in the automated process like in the GitHub. First is code deployment, CI/CD. You will listen many times CI/CD pipelines. Okay, so automated code testing, building, and deployment. CI, continuous integration, integrating new code in code base, testing and merging in existing code. Means whenever you are doing daily work, okay, continuous integration new code in code base, testing and merging in existing code. And then there is a CD, continuous delivery, continuous deployment, publishing new version of your app, package and website automatically after the code has been tested and integrated. So first is CI, where you daily work and push your code. That process is called the CI, continuous integration. Okay, there you are testing and merging your code in the branch. Which branch? Develop branch. Then there is a continuous delivery or continuous deployment, publishing new version. So this is the deployment, means on the production server, your production server or staging, you are deploying your code, means you are uploading your code. So this is the one process, this called automated code testing, building and deployment. Second thing, code and repository management. Code and repository management. So we will not do this code deployment CI/CD. I uh, just explain you to know these two things GitHub do. So first CI/CD, which we will not do in this video. Maybe in some time I will create a separate video for that. But today we will work on the code and repository management system, which you learn throughout the this video. Next, free version control system. Git is a free version control system, a tool for merging source code changes. This is used to be merge source code changes. Here we have a three things: save code snap snapshots, commits. Whenever you want to save some code, just do the commits. Work with alternative code versions, simple branches, and move between branches and commits, simple checkout. With Git, you can easily roll back to older code, snapshots, or develop new features without breaking production code. Now you all wonder why we are using this GitHub, why it is very much required, everybody is running behind it. If you know the old days, what we will do, we will create some files, and whenever we have to make some changes, we create more files like backups, backup 0, backup 1, backup 2, backup 3, and this is too much. It is very hard to find, it is very hard to manage. Okay, so same thing here, GitHub and Git. Git is also creating a versions. It called a version system. Okay, so it is also creating a multiple versions of your code. And whenever you required, you can go and you can change your branches. Based on your branches, your code will be changed on the local and the GitHub website. So it will manage all the versions like version 01, version 02, and whenever you want, you can go and come out from there. So with the Git, it is very easy to work with the team environment. Like one person is sitting in another city, one person is sitting on another computer, and whenever you both want to connect, so how you can connect? Because there is one way you connect direct your system, but this much cable, this much big cable you cannot put. Okay, so you need some place, centralized place where you can connect to each other. So GitHub is that centralized place. Whenever first developer push their code on GitHub, second developer take a pull of that code, and whenever second person working on the code, he will push their code on the GitHub, then first person can take a pull of that code. And GitHub and Git makes it very simple. It will track all the changes. So like developer 1 and developer 2 both are working on the same file. In that case, there may be a problem. He is adding some changes and he also adding some changes. So it's called the conflicts. So whenever the second developer made some changes and push code on the GitHub, when first developer take a pull, so Git tells him after diffing their codes what are the changes made by the developer 2. So developer 1 has to resolve the changes. If both are not touching the same file and the same code, then it will not give you the conflict, and normally he can directly take a pull and merge their code in his code. So this is the process of complete Git and GitHub I told you. Next we will go configure Git. After installing Git, you can also configure it. Most importantly, you can set a username and email address that will be connected to all your code snapshots. This can be done via git config dash dash global user.name, your username, git config dash dash global user.email, your email. You can learn more about Git's configuration options here. Okay, so these are the basics which you can configure your email and your username. You can do it globally. Either you can, if you want, you can do it only for the specific repository. Okay, so that you can do from here. So we will start first how we can use this Git. So it is already installed in my system. So first you have to install this Git on your system as a globally. Then there is a different way to use it. Many persons using this visual VS Code editor. In the VS Code editor, you can use from here like terminal. Simply go there, new terminal. The terminal will open here, and you can write the code, start using the Git. Here we have an option where we can create multiple terminals. Okay, and here you can see which branch currently is open. So this is the terminal of the VS Code. Same in the IntelliJ, we also have a terminal. You can see here this icon. This is the same terminal which used by this. And one more terminal we have. This is called the system terminal, which you can use. So wherever you want, you can use it. These three all work same. If you want to write here, you can write here. If you want to write in the VS Code, you can write in VS Code. If you want to write in the IntelliJ, you can write in IntelliJ. All terminal is the same. Okay. So we will start with this terminal first, and I will tell you some commands which will help you to navigate your folders. So first command is ls. Whenever you do the ls means directory. You are searching a directory, so it will tells you all the files on your system. Okay, it's showing all the folder. If you can see Geeky Sanjay, backup, candidate. Okay, and whenever you want to go inside of any folder, you have to write cd space then GEE and then press tab. So it will take that folder name and press enter. Now if you can see, we are inside of the folder, and whenever again I will check ls, there is no file inside of folder, that is empty. You can see here, this is the Geeky Sanjay, there is no file right now. Okay, whenever we will create a file, we will see. So there are many commands which you will learn later on, that is not related to Git with, so we are not going, but these are the basic command which I thought I will tell you, so I'm just showing here. So ls is the directory command. Cd is to, if you want to go in any directory, you can go there in that directory, and if you want to come back out of that directory, so simply you have to press cd double dot. So you can see we are on the main root again, and if we'll do the ls, then all directory it will show. Okay, and if you want to clear this complete mesh, simply command you have to clear, all will be clear. Whatever I am writing here, it will work same in the IntelliJ and same in the VS Code. Clear? So simply, if you want to see the older commands, so there is an option up arrow and down arrow. Whenever you do the up arrow, you can see your all commands whatever you run, and down arrow you can coming back with this. So like this you can navigate your recent commands, and you don't have to write again and again. So now we will start creating first GitHub repository on local, then we will create a repository on the GitHub, and we will connect both of them, and we will push our code, and we will run some commands in between our video. Okay, so now I just want to go in the folder. So there is one way, I already explained you how you can do using the command line like ls and cd. Another way, if you feeling this is very hard for you right now, so what you can simply click on the folder, go inside of the folder, right click and open in terminal. So you can see wherever you right click and open in terminal, it will take the path of that folder. Okay, so now we will start our create first local Git repository. For that we have to write git init and then enter. So master is the home for the initial branch, this default branch name, and is given the subject and initialize empty git repository. So he has created one repository. You can see .git folder. Okay, and what is the branch? Master branch. Okay, but you are saying you have created, we can see this folder, but we cannot see this git folder he is saying, because this is the directory if we can see here. So how we can see that git folder? Simply click here, because this is the dot which is hidden. So click on the show hidden files. Whenever you click on this, you can see this git repository. So it is always hide. Whenever you can see any folder name with starting dot or file name, that is the hidden file. If you want to hide any file, you can make it dot and then file name. So it will hidden, and only you can see whenever you check on to this. Now it is empty. So we have created our first repository using the GitHub. Now we will create some files and we will see how we can add in the Git. Okay. So we just go back to our file and then we will see next, like see git config global user dot name your username. So just simply copy this. I will share this note with you. Don't worry. This PDF I will just attach in the description of this video. So you can take all the commands. You don't have to remember. You have to remember only some things, like whenever you are copying from there. So if you are trying to paste, you cannot do Control V. You have to do the Control Shift V, because Control V will not work in terminal. Control Shift V will work, and then here username, and I will give my username like Shubh 24 or I will give the name of Geeky Sanjay. Okay, and my email address shubh24i@gmail.com. Okay, shubh24@gmail.com. Oh, sorry. So we have to take this email to set email, and we will paste it here, and then simply we will put our email address shubh24i@gmail.com and then enter. Now it is configured on the local. So whenever you are pushing your code will be known by this name and email address to GitHub. Okay, so like this you can configure. Now I configured it for globally. You can, if you want, you can configure for your local also. Just remove this global, this test global. And if you want to learn more about it, you just go on this and just learn. Next we will see git log. What is the git log? This is the command. It will show you. These are all git commands. We are not looking GitHub right now. Whatever we are learning currently, this is related to git and the command lines. Okay, so when you see there ls and the cd and double dot slash, so that all are terminal command line commands. Okay, and you have seen the init, that is related to git. Now you are looking this git log. Git log is also related to the git. What this git log will do? Git log will show you your logs of commits. It will show you all commit pointer. Here you can see ID of commit, head, keyword and branch name after it. Head is indicate you to current commit opened. It will log only older commit than your checkout commit. Like if I have a 5 commits and I check out 3 commits, it will show me rest 2 commits, not third commit. Okay. Next you can see git revert ID. Okay. It will revert last commit, but it will not delete commit. Instead, it will create one more commit with removing old changes. To revert, we need last commit ID, which we can get from the git log, give a text and save it. And next is the git reset dash hard, then ID. It will completely delete commit and it will reset git history. So why we are looking these things? Okay, because we have not started and we just directly commit. I will just explain everything and show you the demo also. So whenever we are creating a multiple commits, okay, multiple commits means save. Whenever we are making any changes in our code, we have to save it. We have to add it in the local git, then we have to save it in the local git. And sometimes we will feel, I think whatever I'm doing currently, it is not the right. Whatever I did before to commit, that was the right. So that time this command is useful. Normally this command is not common and everybody don't know about it. These are the advanced commands which rarely used. You will not use this command daily, but rarely if required you stuck somewhere you can use this command. That's why I'm showing here. So first we will start what we are using daily. So I will start with Visual Studio Code. Don't worry, this is the software. Any software you can use, all are same. Just little options are different there. So this is most used front-end software. That's why I'm using, and this is the IntelliJ most used backend software. That's why I'm showing that also to you. So here, as you can see, I am on the different folder. So what I can do, file, open file or open folder, and I can go in my Geeky Sanjay and I can open it. Okay, so this is the one way you can do. Another way, I'm just closing it. I'm going in my terminal. Okay, and here you can see I am inside of this folder. I will write simple code dot. So it will open your Visual Studio Code, and that folder you can see here in the left side. So this is the simple command. Same you can do in the IntelliJ also. There is just some build command is there. You can go and check what is the shortcut to open your IntelliJ from the command prompt or terminal. So I will create a file here, new file. I will keep it like demo.html. Okay, and here I will just type a simple basic structure of HTML. I will show you whenever I start creating a video on HTML. So that time I will show you what this jargon words for you. So I will create front end and back end both videos for you because I have a 15 years experience in the front end. So I worked in the HTML, CSS and JavaScript, React and many other technology like WordPress. So whenever I will get time, I will create videos for these all things, and definitely I will create for backend also. So don't worry, we will together learn many things. Just I need your support, and I will give you my 15 years experience. I just want to share my all knowledge with you, and I will simplify the things and try to deliver as soon as possible. So first I have written here, this is the demo, and here I have written one div file. Okay, and this is demo. Okay, this I have written. So as you can see here, it's showing there is some changes in the file. This file is simple, it's showing a dot, means there is some changes in this file. And left side you can see it's showing the source control. Here it's showing one change is there in your file. Okay, if you don't have this and if you want to check, so what you can do, either you can open the new terminal from here and you can check it here, either you can do here because you already inside of that, and you can change git status. This command is very important and you will use it multiple times in whole day. Git status will tell you what are the status of your files. Okay, as you can see here, it's showing untracked file. Untracked means showing red, means I have not added yet. So Git don't know this file. So first I have to add this in the Git repository, local Git repository, which we will create using the Git init. Okay, so now we will add that. If you can see here showing the changes, and I will change from here git add, and there is a file name. If you want, you can write demo.html, demo.html. So this will do the single file add in your local repository. But if you want, if you have a multiple files, then if you just simply click on the dot, okay, and whenever you do, it will add file. If you can see, there is some changes is happen here. Okay, so to show the changes, what we will do, we will create one more file here in the file, new file, next demo.html, and same I will take exclamation mark, and I will next demo to here, and take a div, next demo, like this. Okay, so you can see we have a two file here, and here it's showing, here I'm not save it, I saved it like this, save. So you can see the dot is gone. Here also I am not saved it yet. I click on save. This is done. Whenever you are saving, that time it will be going in the repository save data. If you are not saving it, it will not say send this data in the repository. So keep in mind. So here whenever I click, you can see stage changes and the changes. Stage changes means you already added it in the Git repository, and changes means you have to do, you made some changes, but you have to add these files there. So as we already added the demo file, but recently we made some changes because we save it. If you click on this, there is nothing. I told you, whenever you save, that time you can push your data on the GitHub. So first we push blank file because we have not saved our file, and next time whenever we save our file, is showing the changes. First it nothing was there, now it is there. So it's showing you have to add again in the Git repo. Okay, and this is the next new file which you have to add in the Git repo. So this is the version control system. First he kept this version, now he has a new version. Okay, and it is happening in the master branch, which is default created. So we will do same thing. I told you I can create from here, same thing I can do from here, same thing I can do from here if project open there. Okay, so I will do from here same git add dot. Now you can see both the changes in the stage right now, and there is no new changes. If I want to check git status, so it's showing green color, means it is already added in the local stage storage, like local repository. If it is not added, then it will show you red. Okay, so I will show you to unstage it. Like here, if you can see, this is the unstage all changes. I unstage all changes, and now if you see git status, it will show you in the red, means it is not included yet in the Git repository. Okay, so this is the simple. I told you I taken a much time because I know many newcomers which coming from the different technology. This is the very hard to understand this Git things. I also taken much time in first time, so that's why I am just showing you step by step. Maybe if advanced developer will see this, so he might bored, but he can just skip the sections if he don't want this simple explanation. Okay, so here I again adding it, git add. I will not add from here, now I will add from here. So you can see git add dot enter now. Okay, so I added this. You can see here, whenever you come here it is green, and whenever you check the git status here it is green, it is added. Now it is added in the repo, but it is not yet committed. Committed means it is not like you have created something in the software but you have not saved. Means whenever you are open again or you want that changes, you cannot take that changes because it is not saved. So same thing we have to do here. We have to commit it. We have to write some message what we did. So it's called the commit command. Which command we will use? We will use that command. Simply I will show you here. Git commit, then dash m for message, then simple tick, and I will put my message which will tells me whenever I put this on GitHub what code I push. So whenever we are making some changes, we will give some useful name. Always we have to give proper useful name of that. So I will write here, this is my first commit, and I will enter it. Okay, whenever I come here, so you can see it is directly go to the repository, means it is committed. I will check here the status. Git status is saying on branch master nothing to commit, working tree is clean. So status will tell you what is there to be commit and what is pending, what is not pending. Everything you can check using the status. So we already added in the GitHub. Whenever we will go here, these are our two files we have created, and here we will see our folder by clicking this git. Whenever go inside, there are too many files. You can see here reference, objects, logs, info, hooks, branches. Okay, so it's saving all the things, whatever you are doing, your changes, your commit, everything in this folder. And whenever you required, you can take it from the log file. It will give you the head, and this is the master branch. So it will saving all the things, objects, reference. So if you want to know about it, you just go and Google what this folder jargon words, because we will not go in that much depth because this is the beginner friendly tutorial today we have started. Okay, so I will just hide it again. So now you can see you made your first repository and you made your first add and first commit, and you check using the status also. Now next, git log. So we have to we just go there and we will check it here. As I told you, you can check anywhere in three places. Git log. As you can see here, whenever we did git log, as this is the ID and headmaster, I written here. It will show you all commit pointer. Here you can see ID of commit, head keyword, and branch name. As you can see here, this is the ID of commit, this is the head, and this is your branch name. Simple. Now git revert ID. So whenever we will make one more commit here, okay, I will make some changes here. So I just close this. Sorry, I made some changes to revert. Okay, now so I did it, I saved it, and whenever I see here the file came here, I can check git status. There is a one red file, git add. I added into repo, and I have to make a one commit, git commit -m, and then I just write it down, this commit for revert. I did it. Okay, now I will check git log. It is showing me this commit for revert. Okay, and you can see one is here and second is here. Okay, so I want to revert it back, git revert id. I will take this id from here, select it, and I can right click and copy it, or control C, control shift C, that you can do. So I taken it, and here I have to get it out from this commit. So I have that the command, yes, this one q. Whenever you press the q, you will come out from the commit. Now we will write again the command whatever we have, git revert. So git revert, it is correct, yes, and control shift V, and then enter. Now he is saying it is reverted, means it's created a new, see, revert, this is my first commit, this revert commit. So he has created a new commit for you and reverted the changes in commit. Okay, now whenever I will do git add and git commit -m successfully reverted changes. See, so whenever you are coming here, it will remove the file because we reverted the last one. So there is no file, means you don't have that file. You also can see here there is option which you can revert from here also. Where is that? Oh, okay. Explorer here, sorry. Here you can see in the VS Code, you go there, you can see all the commands here. Okay, simply I click on this. This is the source control. Okay, simply click here. Okay, and here you can do the revert, last changes, push, commits. You can see here commit all, undo last commit, commit, all the things you can do it here. I will create one video for this also to explain complete VS Code. There are too many things you can do in VS Code, but I'm just showing whatever is required for this video right now. So as you can see, we already did this, and there is a git reset dash hard and the same id. Whenever you do, it will not create a new commit for you. It will directly delete that commit from the your branch. Okay, so that you try your own, and if you have any doubt, any confusion, please write your comments on the comment box of this video. I will reply definitely. Okay, now we'll go on the next. We can see here git branch to see all branches. Okay, so we will see here, either if you want to do here, or if you want to do here like clear, we clear all, git branch. So you can see we have only one master branch with us right now in the local. Currently whatever we are doing on the local repository, not on the origin, means server repository on GitHub or GitLab. That we will do in some time. As I told you, this video will be very lengthy, so I just want to finish it in one shot. It is already too delay, it's around 1 p.m. right now, but yeah, I have to complete this. So we'll go ahead with the things because I love to teach and I'm doing my passion. That's why I'm not looking the time. So here we'll come back. Git branch, name of branch. Okay, create branch. Whenever you want to create a new branch, because you can see we have a one branch with us, that is the master branch, and we want to create a new branch, then we will write a git branch and my branch name. So what is the my branch name? I will put like a develop branch, and I create my branch. Okay, now you can see our branch is created without any error. Okay, but I cannot see my branches. Where is my branches? So my branches, simply I have to git branch command. You can see there is two branch, develop and master. There is a white color and green color. Green color means active branch, and white color, that is not active branch, that is not your current branch. Okay, if you want to see from here, simply click on this and you can see here these branches. You can simply click and you can check out, but we will do using the command. Okay, so next we will see the next command. The next command is git checkout name of your branch. So I told you why we will use the checkout. Checkout we will use to switch our branches. So simply you just write git checkout and your branch name. What is my branch name? Dev and tab. Just whenever you do the tab, it will autofill whatever is there. Simply I clicked here, and whenever he told switch to branch develop, now I will see git branch. See, now develop is green and master is white. Now your current branch is developed, like you can see star also. So we will check in our VS Code, is it there? Yes, you can see here develop branch, it is switched to develop branch. Okay, so like this you can create. So what we will did, we will create a one branch from the master. So whenever you are creating any branch from the parent branch, so whatever code is there, it is copied in the new branch. So you can see the master branch and develop branch both has the same code right now. Okay, and if I change something here, so it will not reflect on the master branch. Till then I will not merge this branch in the master branch. Okay, so this is called the versioning system, using the branches, different branches we work. So why we work on the branches, like you have a main code and you creating you have the running code, and you are creating or develop a new feature. For that you don't want to disturb your existing code. So what you can do, you can create a one branch from your existing with your feature name branch, and you can give your developer to start working on that. Okay, so what your developer will do, normally some companies directly start working on that feature branch, but most of the company, for the better organization, they will take their create a new branch and raise a pull request. This is called PR. I will tell you in the next video because that is too much for this video. And that PR they will merge in that feature branch. So your main code is different, feature branch code is different, and every developer have their branch that is different. And whenever they will create a PR, the guy who admin, he will merge that PR in that branch, in the feature branch. So that code will reflect in the feature branch, and whenever he tests, he will just merge this into the develop branch final code. So it will work like this. So whenever you are doing this, your branch whatever you create on your local, it is always be there, till then you are not deleting it. Okay, so whenever you created a PR for the server, it means your PR is going there, means you have created a new branch to merge on the GitHub or origin or server, but you already have one branch on your local. and it always be there if you are not deleting. So keep in mind, if your branch is merged and you don't want it on local, so remove from local also. And there is on server, whenever he merges, there is a setting which if he added just check that setting, it will automatically delete it from the server, and if he not check that setting, then he has to delete manually. So server and local both has the different repository, both has the different repo. Till then you are not merging, you are not creating a PR to merge it. This is very clear. Keep in mind, many developers has very confusing on this. Okay, so I'm just give you the complete detail. So now as we move ahead, git checkout name of branch, we already did it. Git branch dash d name of branch. So to delete a branch, whenever we want to delete a branch, simply we will do git branch dash d, okay, and the name of the branch. So what branch we have created, new branch, what new branch we have created? We have created a develop branch, but if we are in the same branch, we cannot delete it. So first we have to switch in the master, then we can remove the develop branch. So first I will switch checkout. So as I told you, if you want older command, simply up arrow and down arrow you can use it. Git checkout develop. Okay, so here we will write git checkout master. Now git status, you can see on branch master nothing to commit, and git branch, it will tells you the current branch is master. Now you can delete the develop branch. So git branch dash d and the branch name is dev, tab, enter. Now deleted branch develop. Now we will check git branch. So we have only one master branch. Okay, now I will tell you how it is working. Okay, for this simply I will create again the same branch using the up arrow. I'm using it. Till then, yeah, git checkout master, git branch, git checkout develop, git branch develop. So it created a branch. Okay, git branch, you can see two branches there. I am just check out this to the develop. This is check out to the develop. Okay, did not match any. Oh, sorry, spelling mistakes. Develops. Switch to the develop. We will come here. We can see we already switch. Now I will write it down here. I am in develop branch. I save it. Okay, now I made these changes. First I want to add, if I want to add I can add it. Okay, if I want to switch the branch, first I have to commit these changes. Okay, if you are not committing these changes, he will warn you that there is something which you have to commit. Normally whenever we are closing any software, that time we are saving it, that's the same thing, we have to do the commit. Either you can commit, either you can do the git stash, that we will do in the next, that is the little advanced. So stash thing we will, yeah, other you just go there and Google and you can see there is a command git stash, and one more is there, so that you can use. Okay, so normally we will first git add and git commit dash m in develop. Now you can see we committed the changes in the develop branch. Okay, now I will check out the branch. So I can see here same thing, whatever I have written there. Okay, here git, if I want to do here git commit sorry, git checkout, master. So now we change the master. Now you can see here, I made some changes to revert. So I written there something, I am in the develop branch. So what he did, he has taken all the code from that git and he replaced your files here. Keep in mind, whenever you have in any branch and whenever you are going on your folder, you have all code only related to that branch, and whatever the master branch or develop branch is there, that is in the git right now. That code is not reflect here. If you open this also, it will show you the same whatever you are seeing here. Okay, so when same thing happen, now here only one file, if you create hundreds files, so it will take a backup of 100 file based on your branches, and whenever you change your branches, it will change complete code. So whenever you are making any changes in one branch, it will not reflect on other branch till then you are not merging both the branches. So this is the basic I just want to show you here. And next we can see come out from the default. So simple, we can use the Q and exclamation mark. Now we will go to the next. Now create a repository on GitHub and connect it to your local Git. So now what we will do, we will start GitHub. Now whatever we are doing till now, we were doing the Git on the local repository. Now we will go on the GitHub and create a new repository on the server, and then we will connect both of them. So I'm clicking here, you can see this is the GitHub. I have created my organization Geeky Sanjay. Okay, and here you can see we have a many things. Okay, what you have to do, simple, open github.com, create your account, sign up simply, you will get this and you can start pushing your code. You just choose your free account, and whatever I am doing, you also can do the same. Okay, so in the free, he just give you the permission to public branches, public repositories there, and if you buy it, it will give you the tons of feature which you make it private. So whoever is outside of your organization, he cannot access that repo. But whatever I am creating here, everyone can get this code and see my repository because this is the public. Okay, so whenever we are working for the companies, that time we will work as a private, not a public. But whenever we are creating our repos, normally we will keep it public because we have to show to others. So excuse me, I just have some sip of water. Yes. So now you can see here we have many things. I will explain some of them. Someday we will create a dedicated video for this GitHub, and I will show you all the things whatever is there, settings and everything. But we will just keep it short. So you can see we have overview where you can see your all repositories and all the things. Here you have a repositories. Whenever you create a repositories, all repositories you can show here. Okay, as you can see, whenever you are creating multiple projects, you can create a multiple repository for every project. Okay, that I will show you in some time. Here we have a projects. Here you can see all the here you can create a project board. Okay, like I'm working on any project, I can create a board and I can create a issue. As I told you, I will create a new video and I will show you all the things, the best practices, how we can manage the GitHub using the communication of our developer. That I will that is the very good, that will be the very good video for you. So I will show you all the things in that video. Now you can see packages, team, people, don't worry about this. Just we have to think about this repository right now. I will create one new repository, and here you can see in the Geeky Sanjay, this is my organization. You can create multiple organization here. Okay, so here I have to give the name of my repository. So I will create a name. what name I will create? Demo. Okay, either I will create a, yes, demo I have created. Okay, so this is my, I want to give some description. I can give, this is demo for Git video or Git tutorial. Okay, now I will make it to public for everyone. You can see readme file. Okay, readme file is a file which is called the markdown, means readme.md file. Whenever I will create, you can see the md file in your repository. Okay, it will create. So this is the first file. Whenever someone open your repository, it will tells, it is like a readme. It will, what it in this file, simply you will write all the things, how he can use your repository, how he can set up your software, whatever application you have created on their local, what things are required. We will write all the things in this readme file. So I check mark it. If you want, you can do it. If you don't want, you don't do it. There is add.gitignore. .gitignore is a file. It will create it on your local, or currently it is here in the origin server. Whenever we connect with the local and we will take the pull, we will push our and take a pull, that time it will reflect on our local also. So this .gitignore file, we will write all the files which will, we do not want to shift on the server. Okay, means every time we will don't want to push them. There are some files like configuration files, like env files. These are the files which we don't want to push and other can see our passwords and important things. For that, what we can do, so you are thinking how others know what setup or what env have to do. For that, we will create a sample file and that we will push, but original we will add in the gitignore, the name of that file. So whenever we push, it will not push that file or that folder whatever we added in the gitignore file. Okay, now I will create repository, and now we have created our repository successfully, first repository. So congratulations, now you are in the world of GitHub. You can see this is the readme file, this is the demo read file is there, readme.md. I told you this is called a markdown file. Now we do not have any file. Now we have to connect with this to our file. Okay, for the connect, whenever you creating and you are not like, this is the initial comment you can see here. Okay, he did it. Okay, and whenever you coming inside of this, you can see many things, issues, pull requests, actions, projects. So we will see it later. Now I come back here. So first, whenever I come here repository, I can see my repository. This is the demo repository. I will click, I go inside of demo repository, and here I have a readme file that I can do. If you will not create a readme file, then it will show you all the instruction how you can add your branch. Okay, that I have already written here. You can see, create a repository on GitHub and connect it to your local Git. Okay, link remote repository with local using git remote add origin GitHub URL. Okay, so we have to add this in the local. So copy this git remote add, this copy from here. Okay, now go inside of this. Either if you want, do it from here, both place is the same, whatever you want to do it, because we are in the same. Now control shift V, and we will go there on the here, and we can see here the code. Okay, here we have a URL, just copy this. Don't worry about the SSH and CLI, we will learn later. We are doing HTTPS right now, SSH token, and that we will learn in the next video, because I will create a series for GitHub where I will create more videos for you. Now I'm just giving you one shot, whatever is required for the development, and you can just, whenever you see this complete video, you are ready to work in any company using the Git. I will give you all the information whatever is required to start with any project in the company. Okay, so I copy it from here, I come here, sorry, here, and I just space and paste it here and enter. Okay, now you can see here I added the origin. Okay, now next. So now origin is the local identifier for this remote branch, and we can push our changes in it like. Okay, so like this we can push our changes in this. So you can see here git remote, git means this is the tool name, remote means server, add you are adding it, origin matlab this will like a naming name, okay, which will tells this is the your server name on your local. So whenever you have to push something you have to use this origin. If you want to use anything you can use the Sanjay also. Okay, you can write like this git remote add Sanjay. So whenever you have to push you have to write git push Sanjay and whatever the branch name. So same thing you can see I have already written here. This is the naming convention which we use for the server origin. So I have written here. Okay, and the GitHub URL whatever is there. So now we will push these changes on the our repository. For that what we have to do, git push origin, because we already added our origin here. So this is our origin. So whenever I write origin it will inject this URL, and whenever I write a branch name it will go in that branch. So I will do it like git push origin and the branch name, but I don't have any branch right now. I will see is there any branch. Yes, I have default branch main. So what I have to write here, I have to write main. Okay, so I will write a main, then it will put on the main, and if I do like this git push origin. Okay, so it's saying git push dash dash set upstream origin master. So we can do it, and only we just simply git push, then it will push our code directly in GitHub here. Okay, but right now I don't have I don't have that branch. So I want to create the branch here also, because whatever branch I have in the local you can see here this is master branch, this is in the local. Okay, and if I want to change it to the develop branch I can click here, I can check out this is the develop branch, and I want to push this here in the GitHub. Okay, so I have to create one more branch here, then I can push that. Otherwise I have to create a PR that will create a new branch here, and that we can merge it. So simply we will create a new branch. Here we can create branch, and new branch I will create a name develop. Okay, and it is taking from the main branch, so create a new branch. So it created a new branch for us. As you can see develop is active, your branch is active, and we will come here in the pull request. Sorry, we are on the code and we are inside of the demo. Now I will see here, you can see repository, and like this you can come again. Okay, this is the path, and you can see here, you can see there also develop is there, main is there. So we have to push in the develop. Now we will write it down here. As you can see he has given us message git push dash dash set upstream origin master. So he's saying just set the branch which you want to push, because we just simply write git push origin. So where I will push, there may be a multiple files, so he is confused. So he is saying either you set the stream, set always whenever you do push it will directly push in that branch, and if you don't want to push, you have to tell the name of that branch. So we will do it here, git push origin. This will tells this local git, this is origin, means this is the origin server. It can be anything, and I have to write develop. What I am writing, develop, this branch is already present there, we created. So I am pushing my develop local branch to the GitHub branch. See what is saying, is saying develop fetch first, failed to push some refs to GitHub. Okay, updates were rejected because the remote content works that you do not have locally. This is usually caused by the another repository pushing. So many times we will get this error. What is this error? This is error saying to you, you already created some file on the GitHub and you are trying to push your local code on there. Okay, and that code is not present in your local. So I cannot push. First you have to take whatever there on server on your local, and then you can push, because your branch is not updated with the server branch. Okay, so what we can do to take a pull, normally we will write it down here, git pull origin and the develop, enter. Okay, so need to specify how to reconcile diversion principle. So it's saying whenever you are taking a pull, what do you want to do? Do you want to do rebase or do you want to merge it? Okay, so we want it to merge. Okay, so rebase and merge, we will see it later, don't worry about that. That is a simple concept, nothing much. Merge, we know we have to just merge the code whatever is coming from there. So I will tell him git config pull rebase false. So whenever I will take any commit, it will by default merge that things. Okay, so I will do it, git config pull dot rebase false. Okay, now I will do git pull, so I don't have to write again here, git pull origin develop. Yes, now you can see ref pattern, refreshing the merge unrelated trees. Give me a minute guys. Branch develop fetch had fatal error refusing to merge unrelated tree. Okay, so we already have origin, git origin, git origin server. Okay, give me a minute. Hi guys, there is a small issue I have created, so because it is too late. Okay, so that's why it's happened, and it is learning for us also. So I just resolve the issue. Okay, you can see here what I did wrong here, because I have created one develop branch here. Okay, and I have created one more branch develop here also. Okay, so whenever I'm trying to push my local branch to the develop, he's saying you cannot push it because both the develop has a different git history, because that he has created, he has a different pointer, and what I have created, that is a different pointer. Okay, so we both has a different pointer, that's why it's not pushing. So whenever we have to push, because we do not have to create a same branch on the origin server, we have to push our branch local to origin. So that mistake I did, I just put there one branch with the same name and I am trying to pushing it. So I am unable to push it to the origin because it's saying you cannot do. If we want to do, if we want to take all the branches of the origin, we have to take we have to do the git fetch. So it will take all the branches from the server on your local, and then you can just make changes and push the code. So you can see here we do not have the develop branch now, we have a main branch right now. And as we will come back to the work, now we will do the same whatever we was doing. Git, first we will clear it out, and git push origin means server, and we will push our develop to the server. Now we are pushing our branch because our branch is not there. So first time whenever you make a push, it will push our branch on the server, local branch on the server. Next time whenever you do the same thing, git push origin develop, then it will push the code in the same branch. Okay, so simply I click on this and hopefully this is done. You can see it is pushed my code, and here we have this develop had recent push 3 seconds ago. Okay, so here I can check, here has a develop branch. See, here I have a next demo.html file. Whatever I have in local, successfully I pushed on the server. Now whenever I made some changes, I am pushing new changes. I made it save. Now I have to git add dot git commit dash m, first commit on server for server. Okay, this I did it, and now I will push. You can see here I have this, and we can simply click and we can read whatever written here inside of this file. I am in the develop branch. Now I change it, and now I am pushing it. Git push origin. Okay, don't be confused. Sometimes I am writing here, sometimes I am writing here. I just want to tell you, you can write anywhere, both work same. So okay, don't be confused. Now develop, and now I push my code on the develop. Okay, he already showing it is done. Now I will come here and I will refresh here using the refresher. See, so I am pushing the new changes, I am pushing the new changes. Now before this it was the develop. So whatever we made changes in the local, it is pushed there. Now this develop branch in the local, in the git.git folder, this is the different. And whatever we push one more branch to the server. Now this branch is different. Both, if you delete this branch always with you. If you delete this branch always there on the GitHub. Okay, so simply we are creating and we are pushing new branch. So this we done. Now next we will see. Yeah, it's too long. I think already I spent more than 1 hour, but just bear with me because I just want to finish in one shot, and I just want to give you all in one video. So now you can see git push origin name underscore of local branch. We already pushed the changes. Next, add remote repo with auth error. Sometimes what happen, If we are, because this is the public, we normally we, because we already added and we push it because we on this and we put it from our system because so we did it. But the other person cannot do this because he do not have the access of this. Okay, and sometimes whenever you are working on the private repo, that time you make it private, that time you have to pass the token. Okay, like I already created a token and I already linked it before, that's why it's not given me a error, but it might give you the error, authentication error. Okay, for that this remote repo with auth error, you can see you can do this process, set URL again, and that you can do like this simply, whatever your username and the URL and the whatever Git is there, the URL of your repo. But for that, whenever you are trying to push, it will ask for the password here. We have to give personal token, which we can create using the next step. Because I already created and I set up, that's why I already pushed on my repository. But whenever you are working on the any company or any new repository or any other repository, that time you cannot directly push on this, that time you required a password. So normally you can see whenever we are going on the internet and we see many repos are there, we are using many packages. If we want to contribute to their repo, that time we have to fork it. Fork is a concept where we are taking a copy of their branch and we will make some changes. After changes, we will push it. Whenever we push it, it will create one PR and it will just indicate that person, someone want to make these changes. If he feel, yeah, because that is the open source project, so he has given you facility to fork it. So that time if he feel, yeah, your changes is okay, then he can merge in their branch. Okay, and your code will be merged. But if he thought no, this is not up to the mark, then he can write the comment for you, and this is the normal process is happening in the team also. So in the team, whenever we are working on company, so that time same thing on the repository, they will give us our email address access. Like if you can see, I told you already, we have a GitHub. Okay, and they will ask you the user ID of your GitHub. So whatever you have created your account, you give him the email address, he will link and permission their repository, you can access it. So whenever they will give you the permission, that repository comes in your same Git account. If they are giving with this email address, either if you have a company email address, then they will create and they will give the permission on that company email address. So you have to log in with the company email address and you will get all the repository. That time you can want to create a token or sh token, that you can create, but I will tell you, if you creating this, how you can create a token. That is a very simple process. Here you can see I written all the process, personal access token. For this, simply you have to click on this. Okay, and here you just go on the settings. In the setting below, you can come developer settings, click here, and here you can see personal access token. We have a auth F and this we will see later. Token classic, and as I told you, I already created one token here, SSO type. If you want, you can just simple click on the generate new token. Okay, generate new token classic, and whenever you click here, it will require your password, and then just confirm it, and then you just put the name and the expiration date and whatever you want to give the access of that repo and workflow, that you can check mark here and generate the token. Whenever you generating the token, that time it will show you one pop-up and it will tells you this is your token, please copy that or take a screenshot, because it will only give you one time. Next time if you try to get the same token, it will not show you. Okay, so keep in mind, whenever you are creating a token, you have to copy it and you have to save somewhere. Okay, for the later use whenever it is required. Okay, so that whenever you push your code, that time he will ask the password to you. That token you have to put in that password, and your code will be pushed on the repository. So here you can see, click on the profile image. I already did it. Settings, then develop setting in the left bar, then personal access token. Click on the personal access token, give any name and expiration. Must check repo. Just you have to click the repo first one. As you can see, you have to do this. Other, if you want, you can do, otherwise no problem. Generate token and copy token, it will only display once. Okay, and if you want to know more about this, you just go there on this and check this. Okay, now we'll move ahead. To use git push, use this command once git push dash dash set dash upstream origin remote branch name to set upstream branch. So here what we are doing here, I told you, as if I don't want to write every time git push origin branch name, git push origin branch name. So I can set the upstream branch. So upstream branch setting, I just simply write a git push. I don't have to tell him where I have to push, because I already set it on my local where I have to push it. So simply copy this. You can copy from here. Okay, now we will go in our big terminal, Control Shift V, and here simply we will just write it down, develop, and now I set it to upstream. Arey yaar, git, sorry. Yes, now I set it upstream. भाई अब क्या हो गया तेरे को? हो गया? Unknown GitHub set upstream. Okay. Now we added it and we try to push something here. Set upstream. I think I have added this extra. Okay, we'll check. We'll make some changes. New changes to push. Okay, I save it. First I have to git add git commit dash m testing git push. Okay, and git push. Yeah, it's saying bhaiya there is some problem, current branch develop has no upstream branch. To push this current branch and set the remote as upstream, use develop. So okay, oh, git push, I forget to put it there. Yeah, so now I set it to upstream. You can see this is done. Now whenever I made some changes, new push. Okay, so just keep in mind, this is the process. What you have to do, first you have to simply add the file, then next you have to make the commit, then third you have to push the changes, then it will push on the server, otherwise it will always on your local. And it is the good practice, at least in a one time in a day, whatever we are doing, we push our code on the repository. Normally I put 2-3 times in every 1 hour 2 hour. Whenever I complete any feature, I push it on the server, because it is very beneficial. Whenever you are pushing your code on the server, that time if something went wrong with your system, you don't have to worry about it, because all code is all there on server and you can take it from anywhere. So it is good, because I have seen many developer is not pushing 2 to 3 days. That is very wrong. Okay, so whenever you are making some changes, just push, because you have to keep it safe somewhere. So same thing, we made some changes, we edit git add git commit dash m, again push. This I made the push, sorry, मेरे को भी ज़्यादा देर हो गई. Git commit dash m, again push. Okay, now I made this commit, and now I can say git push not origin, not branch name. You can see code is now push. So you set upstream branch. So whenever you are doing, so keep in mind, whenever you are doing the push, it will always push in this branch. So whenever you are on the new branch, that time you have to take care of these things. Okay, so you have to, if you want to push in different branch, then you have to put the name of that branch, that you have to upstream that new branch. Okay, you have to set it. So now our upstream is done. Push original new branch name, git push already we done. Delete branch from the GitHub, click on the branch drop down, view all branch and click on trace icon. So normally here, whenever we want to delete our branch, we can delete it. Simply I go back, I go back. I love this feature. Go back. Yes, yes, we are here, and we are on the rocks. Yeah, we are here. Okay, now you can see the changes. New push is here. So I want to change, I want to delete this branch. How I can delete this branch? Simply these are my demo. Okay, I can see all the pull requests and the actions project, and either we have two branches, main and develop. Okay, so currently I am in the main and I want to delete branch. I click on the branches. Okay, and simply I can click on this delete icon, trace icon, and it will be deleted, but it will not permanently deleted. It will only hide from the drop down, but it is always be there. If you want to revert it, come here and revert it back, so you can get it back. Okay, so that you can do it. You can rename this branch and just see what you can do. There are too many, let's just explore the things. Okay, so git is also done. As I told you, click on the branch drop down, view all branches, click on trace icon. Now the next thing, git clone. Okay, this command add remote URL to our local machine, like set URL and automatic connect with remote repository. If we want use custom folder name for close, give a space after clone URL and give the custom name, else it will create with remote repo name. Okay, so what it will do, currently what we created repo in the local, and we push our existing to the we created one repository on the server, and we push our existing code to that server. Now what we are doing, we are creating we have something on the server and that we want on our local. So for pushing from local to the server, 1 minute, I'm just having sip of water. We are towards end, just finish, 2 more slides are there, so bear with me. Now, so I'm saying whenever we are created anything in the local, that time we have to push, that time we have to take the URL of the server and we have to set the origin. Okay, but whenever you are doing git clone, in that case you don't have to set the server, because it's already connected, because you taken a clone of that repo, so that connection is already set up with clone. Okay, so what we will do, we will create new one more repository here. In the repo I will go there and new repo, and in the new repo I will create demo 1. Okay, and this is for cloning. I made it to public. Add readme is, I will add the readme. Git ignore. I will not add anything, and I created a repository. So I have created a repository. This is the different repository, that is the demo. This is the demo 1. Now what I can do, I can click here. So what we are doing, first we are creating some repository on the server and we are getting it. Sometimes what happen, something went wrong on your system, or whatever repository in the local, there is some problem which you are facing. So that time what you want, fresh code. So what you can do, you just go there on server, just come here, copy this URL simply, and there is two way to do it. Okay, first way, simply here you can navigate your path and write it down, git clone. Another way, simply I just want it here outside, like here. Okay, in the same I'm creating. So here you can do open in terminal. Okay, do the same thing wherever you just simply click this, or simply do the ls thing and do it. So I will just first clear this out, and I will write git clone and control shift V and enter. Now you can see the folder is cloned now. Okay, so I have taken this on my local readme file scheme. I will just go there, either I just go there like this, either if I want I can do like this, code dot. So the new repository is open here, demo1. This one is came here inside of this. Okay, so whenever I made some changes, I actually I taken in the same. I if I want I can take in another one. Made some markdown changes. I edit it in the main. So yes, and git add here. Cache demoing one. Sorry, whenever I taken, I have not. I have to go inside of that folder. So I just write then cd demo 1. Okay, and now I am doing git add and git commit. Git commit dash changes in markdown. Okay, and now you can see sync changes 1. So I can git push origin, and which is the branch name? The branch name is main. Yeah, now this is push. Yeah, this is the MD file, and you can see markdown changes we did it. Okay, so now you notice one change. Whenever we have created in the local, that time we have to do the git init to initialize the local repository. But whenever I created a repository on the server, that time I haven't did it init. Directly whatever is there, I taken a clone. So what I did in the local, it is already created there, and it take all the configuration from server to your local, and it is already attached with them. So you just have to do the git push and whatever branch name. So this we have created. So we did both the, if you have an existing repository you can push on the server, and if you have something on the server you can take a clone on your local. So yes, you can see git remote, get URL origin, check remote repo URL. If you want to check, you can check the URL. Okay, this is your homework, you just check it. I will not show you now. So we have completed many things today. Thank you very much. We are with me. So today I just want to give you the summary what we did from the starting to end, and we will finish this up. First we have started a Git. We think what is GitHub. Okay, and then we started a Git, about the Git, what is the commit, what is the branches, checkout. Okay, don't worry, I will just add this PDF in the description in the video. Okay, so here we just see repository has two things, CI CD, like code deployment related to CI CD. What is the CI? Contiguous integration means we are just doing the changes and we are pushing. Then what is CD? Is the deployment. So it is deploying whenever we are doing any changes, it is deploying to the server from the server. Directly we can push from GitHub to server. And next is code and repository management. What we did right now, just okay. Here we did it. Repository we have created, repository management, these things. As you can see here, the tree, commits, branch, and the checkout is here. I missed to write it there. Configure Git, we already configure our username and password, and if you want you can go there and check it. Next you can see the git log. What it will do, it will log all your commits. Then git revert, it will revert your commit, so that we can take it from the git log, copy the id and paste it here. Then git reset dash hard id, it will reset, means it will delete completely that commit. It will not delete that, it will create a new commit and give you just revert the changes in that commit. And now we have a branches. We already see here how we can create using the git branch. Okay, create a new branch, git branch. We can check all the branches. Git merge, we can merge the branches. I have not did it, but you, if you want, you can did it. Okay, already written it. Git checkout, we check out the branch. Git branch dash d, whenever you want to delete the branch from the local, you can write it down like this. What you have to do, first you have to switch the branch, same we did in the server. In the local you have to first check out on the other branch, and then just you write it down, git checkout dash b, git branch dash d, and the name of the branch, it will delete from the local. Okay, so this is the checkout, we can switch on the branch, and this is the queue which we can quit. Now the repository, we already, I explained you how to create a repository on the GitHub. We already created together, and here we already added it to the server. If there is an error, you can use these slides. And this is the token we have created. So first time if you are doing, might be you will get the error, authentication error, so you can create like this token. I already created, that's why I am not getting it. Here you can see we set the upstream for the push, and here simple we pushes branch on the remote, and you can see how we can delete this branch in the server. Okay, now you can see we did a git clone. Whenever we did clone, why we did git clone, because we taken our server code on my local, so whenever we are doing, it will doing all the required connection automatically, we don't have to do it. And now thank you, I finish. If you want to contact me, please, here is my details, you can contact me. Please subscribe, tell your friends, share this video if you like it, and whatever query you have, just write in comment. Just please let me know it is good, you want this type of long videos, or this is very long, or if you want shorter video, you have any problem with the audio visual. Sometimes I have seen many people has a problem because I don't have that much time to do it right now. So sometimes I'm just I'm not editing it, whatever is there I'm doing it live and pushing it, because I don't have that much time to do it, to cut everything and finish like a movie. So please bear with me. If you feel something bad, please let me know, I will try to resolve that issue. So keep engaging, post, comment, and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much. Bye.